About the author. 20 years ago, Craig Wynn was an entrepreneur. The turbulent story of his last adventure is shared in his first book, In the Company of Good and Evil, From Zero to $3 Billion and Back Again. It is an entertaining read, providing an eyewitness account into the culture of a private and then public company. After the Islamic suicide bombings of September 11, 2001, Craig met with Al-Qaeda and wrote tea with terrorists to explain who they are, why they kill, and what will stop them. His most widely read book, Prophet of Doom, Islam's Terrorist Dogma in Muhammad's own words, reorders the Quran chronologically, setting it into the context of Muhammad's life using the earliest hadith, notably Al-Tabari's Tariq, History, and Ibn Ishaq Sirat Rasulullah, Life of the Messenger of Allah. If you are interested in knowing why fundamentalist Muslims commit 90% of the world's most heinous terrorist acts, this book will answer your questions. In his quest to resolve a puzzling prophetic anomaly, Craig began translating the text of the Dead Sea Scrolls. That endeavor led to Yada Yahowah, an introduction to God, questioning Paul, observations, and now, to coming home. Throughout, Mr. Wynn has been committed to providing amplified translations, which are not only more accurate and complete, they are readily verified. As a result, he has been afforded hundreds of unique insights into the words Yahowah inspired, many of which are unheralded and profound. Beyond his books, Craig Wynn has been interviewed as an expert on religion, politics, and economics on over 5,000 talk radio programs worldwide and has hosted 5,000 more, leading a vast quantity of archived shows from Shattering Myths to Yada Yahowah Radio. He currently produces a live podcast every Friday evening where he discusses insights gleaned from his translations. Mr. Wynn is not a scholar or theologian, nor is he associated with any religious or political institution. He does not accept donations or receive financial backing from anyone. Everything he has written is shared freely online. Even his printed books are offered without royalty. Over the past 20 years, Craig Wynn has devoted 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, to exploring Yahowah's revelations. He enjoys God's company and is enriched by the experience. If you have an open mind and a genuine desire to learn, you will find his translations and explanations enlightening. Mr. Wynn encourages readers to share his translations and resulting insights with others, albeit with two important caveats. 1. You may not use them to promote any religious, political, or conspiratorial agenda. And 2. You may not use them to incite or engage in any violent act. When it comes to exposing and condemning errant and counterproductive ideas, wield words wisely. Also, it is always appropriate to acknowledge the source when citing someone's work. You may contact Craig at yada.com. He enjoys constructive criticism and will engage with readers. But be forewarned, he is immune to religious idiocy and will not respond to threats or taunts. The yada.com site provides links to his other books, to Yada Yahowah Radio, to many of his audio archives, as well as to friends and forums. Lastly, Craig has a bias and an agenda. He knows and respects Yahowah, and he has devoted his life to advancing God's primary objective, which is to call his people home. Copyright statement. The books in the Yada Yahowah series are freely available to those seeking to know Yahowah. This copyrighted material, however, including the translations, transliterations, especially Yahowah's name, explanations, insights, conclusions, and commentary, is expressly withheld from those promoting religion, politics, patriotism, secular humanism, militarism, or conspiracy. They may not be used to inspire or condone violence, racism, and especially anti-Semitism. Craig Wynn, the author of these translations, transliterations, insights, explanations, conclusions, and commentary, is opposed to every religion and political party without exception, as is Yahowah. We openly expose and condemn any association with any of the following: Reformed, Orthodox, Ultra-Orthodox, Hasidic, and Kabbalistic Judaism, Roman Catholicism, Greek, Copt, and Russian Orthodox Christianity, Protestant, Pentecostal, and Evangelical Christianity, Mormonism, Scientology, Black Hebrew Israelites, the Hebrew Roots Movement, Jews for Jesus, Messianic Judaism, Islam, and Hinduism, Communism, Socialism, Fascism, Progressives, Wokeism, Cancel Culture, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, Political Correctness, the Parliamentary System of Governance, the Republican and Democratic Parties, Monarchies, Established Militaries, All Caste Systems, Slavery of any kind, and the Great Reset. Conspiracies, including anti-vax, chemtrails, flat earth, 9/11, false flag, 5G, U.F.O.S, climate change, the myth of Palestinians, the two-state solution, and blame the Jews, especially the fraud promoted as the Protocols of the Elders of Zion. The use of the copyrighted translations, transliterations, explanations, insights, conclusions, and commentary presented in Yada Yahowah is prohibited to any of the aforementioned deceitful and disingenuous organizations and institutions. The inclusion of Yahowah's name, for example, by anti-Semites promoting the myths of Black Hebrew Israelites or conspiracy is confusing and dishonest, discrediting God's testimony while engendering his animosity. Yada Yahowah is offered royalty-free in hardback, paperback, and Kindle versions in addition to being entirely free online at yada.com for those who want to know Yahowah and understand what he is offering and expects from us in return.